This is Lawrence D. Adams, and today I'm talking about take massive action. One of the problems I see with a lot of guys is they come on YouTube and other places, blogs, listen to my content and other people's content, but they refuse to take action. Action is so important. You've been following my videos for a while. You know I have 5 to 6 points that I believe every man should live by. The first one is strong foundation in manhood, live on purpose, game strategies, spiritual fire, that means you got a spiritual connection, massive action, and impact the world around you. So we're going to talk about massive action because there's really no set way this needs to be talked about, but we need to talk about massive action. See, what happens is a lot of guys listen to the content on this channel or any other channel, content creator, and what they do is it's like going to a smorgasbord or a buffet per se. You get all this tasty food that's delicious and it's sizzling hot, and you got ribs and chicken and potatoes and all the desserts that you like. But what happens is a lot of guys go and eat from the smorgasbord or of information that's out there, but they become not emotionally, but they become fat, full with information, because they never exercise or take massive action on the information that they receive. So they complain and say, well, this stuff doesn't work. But I'm here to tell you, if you take massive action on the information that you receive here, you're going to receive results. See, I don't care if you say you like my video, oh, that was fire content. Something I was sharing with Alfie King this week. I said, it's good that guys say we like your content and that you fire. But I don't want you just to say my content is fire. I want to hear that you caught on fire. That's right, that you caught on fire from applying the information that you got. Yes, I want you to catch on fire. I want you to write down in the comments and personally email me how you applied the information that you were given. You must take massive action. See, there's two levels of guys that are out there. There are guys who just get the information, say, oh, that was good. Then there's the other guy, I hope this is you, who decides to take massive action and to apply, even at the cost of failure. Do I even have to share the level of failures that I have went through? Not just talking with women, getting them into bed, or whatever venture that I'm getting into for also just my life and purpose. But I had to take action. Nothing happened. And I'm an avid person who meditates, spend time getting centered and grounding myself. But that means nothing if I take no action. You must take massive action if you want to go to the next level. See, the information that you receive is good. But when you couple it with just taking one step and doing something with it, you'll see that your life will begin to change. The people around you actually will begin to get jealous of you. The people that used to laugh at you will say, you're not the same. The girl that you wanted to get with suddenly wants to be on your team. It all happens when you first get the information, change your mindset, and take action. It's just the baby steps. Right now on my refrigerator, if you were to look into my refrigerator, you'll see that I have goals set. Why do I have goals set? Goals that I want to accomplish. But what I do is I begin to take massive action. And when you think of massive, you think of something large because I'm using massive. But massive action can be just going on the internet and looking at the potential step that you want to take. That's an action. You're going in that direction. And a lot of guys are afraid to do that. Like right now, I'm looking at going to Medellin, Colombia. So what do? I go on YouTube and I look at all the videos about Medellin, Colombia. I go look at the flights. It doesn't cost that much. For a flight to Medellin from where I'm at, it's close to about $400, if that, round trip. So I'm realizing that I'm building my faith with massive action. The same thing if you want to do when you're talking to or building your team, because we don't talk about getting numbers and what do I say next. You got other people out there who are actually doing that. What I'm talking about here is on management level and executive level. So what do you do when you have a team that you're dealing with? One calls while the other one is in the queue. So that's what we talk about here. So you got to take massive action. And a lot of guys are afraid to take massive action. They're afraid that if they take massive action, that they will fail. But I'm here to tell you, I think I did a video on my other branding that I have, Graybeard Chronicles. It's that you must allow rejection to be your friend. So I implore you today to take massive action. I don't want to hear, man, that was fire, man. You on point. I want to see results. That's the life you want to live. You want to be result driven. That's right. Result driven. You want to see results in your life. Are they going to happen overnight? No, they're not. So let's be realistic here. But if you take one step in that direction, you begin to see your life begin to take an evolutionary spin from where you were to where you're going. And most guys, not like you, will continue to stay at the level they're at because they refuse to take massive action. So let me throw in this caveat. See, when you take massive action and you're on your purpose, you got a strong foundation in your manhood, you know strategy, you're spiritually connected, you're impacting those around you. What happens is you automatically, because you take action and you are decisive in your decisions, women begin to orbit you. That's right. Women begin to orbit you because you're taking massive action. Your energy around you begin to change because you're taking massive action. And it's interesting because a young man listened to one of my videos about setting up your kingdom. You need to go listen to that video because it really does work. So he took to heart what I said about setting up his kingdom. He commented on YouTube about it. He had a young lady that was coming over in about a week or two. So he got his house together, cleaned it, did everything that was suggested and beyond from the video. He took massive action. So when the young lady came over, she was amazed at how clean and comfortable his place was because his place reflected who he was. And from his words, she went into the kitchen, she cooked, and they had massive amounts of sex. Let me say that again. Massive amount of sex. Why? Because he made a decision to take massive action. Not for her. He did not do that for her. Yes, she was coming over and he knew, but he did it for him because it was a reflection of who he was and his kingdom. Remember, you don't do it for her. You do it for you because she's coming into your world. But the point I want to make is he took massive action. That's what we're here for. Massive action and results. See, what happens is you end up listening. I have to repeat, you listen to everybody, this one, that one. I'm guilty of it too. Listen to this coach and listen to that dating person and that one over here. And what happens is it's good to get different nuggets. But what happens is if you never apply the nuggets that you receive, what's the use of getting them? So that you can be smarter, but no change in your life? You should, from this point of listening to just what I posted on YouTube, made a change in some way. Even if it was just confirmation from the information that was shared. Like, yep, you know what? I was thinking the same thing. I know I'm going in the right direction. But I must push you to take massive action. The reason why I keep saying massive action, because I'm looking into your future. Like my mentor used to say, I'm just your future self talking to your present self. I'm just your future self. I am Lawrence D. Adams. It's just your future self talking to your present self, telling you that you can do it, but you must take massive action. If you want to stay the little boy who never did anything, grow old and become bitter, miserable, alone, sad, cantankerous, jealous, and every other word, because you refuse, self-pity, because you refuse to take action, this video ain't for you. This channel ain't for you. Because the 6 principles that I laid out, you have to take action. The world becomes the place that serves you when you take massive action. I want to hear from you. You've been listening to these videos. I see a lot of comments. I'm glad you said it's fire, it's on point. But I want to hear about how you applied what was shared on this channel. I want to hear how you caught on fire instead of just that was fire content. Know the difference. Fire content is good. Let me say this, and I mean this from my heart. I really don't need the validation that the content was fire or it was hot is what I needed. What I look for, and I've done this for years, is people who have taken action and made a change in their life. That means more to me than anything. This is Lawrence D. Adams. I'm out. Look for the next video. It's coming.